Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is March 21st, and today we're taking a look at this atmospheric river rolling through the area, bringing us our rainy day today. This is a Category 1 atmospheric river, no major flooding expected. You can see the cold air spilling out over the Pacific Ocean here. That's going to help generate a ridge for tomorrow and bring some warm temperatures across Pacific Northwest. We'll check out how many high clouds are going to hang around the region, just how warm we'll get tomorrow. For another weak system comes through on Wednesday, and then we have systems off and on all the way through next week with some potentially stronger systems rolling through the Gulf of Alaska towards Vancouver Island later into next week. We'll take a look at that. So just diving into things here, you can see looking across the south, we've got this low pressure system spinning out here over New Mexico and West Texas, bringing this really deep Gulf moisture up over eastern Texas here. A significant tornado threat across central and east Texas today. That'll push off east tomorrow for Mississippi and Louisiana. Pretty significant tornado threat. So you need to have a heads up if you're down towards New Orleans, if you're traveling through Mississippi, Louisiana out there, if you have interest out in those areas, East Texas, Central Texas as well. And you can see the high clouds from our atmospheric river streaming overhead on into Idaho and down to into Utah. Check out the snow over the Rocky Mountains here. Nice sunny day for the East Coast. Now, looking at that severe threat down there, you can see that hatched areas for potentially significant tornadoes, EF2 or higher. And then this, we move on into tomorrow, you can see this really significant tornado threat moving through the area down there. So heads up if you have concerns down there. The bases of these storms are going to be really low, so it's going to be hard to even see some of these storms coming depending where you are. Just a few hundred feet, some of these bases are going to be on some of these stronger storms with significant tornado potential. Now, looking in, this kind of covers the area for central and east Texas here. It incorporates Dallas, Fort Worth there, and you can see much of eastern Texas here. And then on into tomorrow, that will push off east. So diving back to the Pacific Northwest here, you can see how this matches what we saw in the infrared satellite imagery. This is simulated infrared satellite. This is a forecast here. You can see that cold air spilling out over the Pacific Ocean here. This is last night's European run. Put this into motion here. You can see this ridge build up over the area as we go on into tomorrow morning. And you can see these high clouds kind of skirting the region. That will kind of depend on how warm we get for northern areas of the Puget Sound, how many high clouds will be hanging around here. Looks like it should clear up pretty nicely during the day, though. And then if that system rolls through Wednesday there, you'll see it. And then we get some high clouds in advance of the next system, but it shouldn't be too rainy with that until the next frontal system gets here. Probably looks like, Saturday, maybe even a little bit of an atmospheric river signature to that as well again, as we get this trough moving through the area. And then you can see a stronger system in the extended here kind of curl up right on Vancouver Island. This would be potentially windy across areas of BC all the way down to western Washington and Oregon too, with some pretty cold air behind that, with some thunderstorm potential in any kind of setup like that. So we'll watch that. We'll take a look at what the ensemble say about that. As you can see, we might get some nice days finally behind that, depending on how these next systems come in. But it is a La Nina spring, and man, this storm train has been pretty active, one system after another, with a little bit of a break between systems. We are going to get that nice break tomorrow, though. Here's precipitation amounts. This is on last night's European run. You can see decent amounts for coastal range, but not anything too extreme that's going to cause any major flooding or anything like that. And you can see that precip cuts off pretty rapidly as you get through central Oregon. You can see not much for places east of the Cascades as well. And then you'll see that weak system kind of move through there on Wednesday and on into this weekend. Another one coming through the area. But we'll look at that in the ensembles a little bit more coming up here. Here's the NAM this morning's run. You can see that precip should be tapering off as we go on into the evening today. And then that moisture gets out of here pretty quickly as we go through the day. Tuesday, this would be Tuesday late morning here. And you can see those remnant showers are all but gone as we get in towards the late morning. Now, looking at temperatures we can expect for tomorrow, this would be about 5 p.m. across the region. Check out the Willamette Valley getting pretty warm. All the way out towards the coast. It stays cool right along the more immediate coast range there, though. You can see it warm up nicely in the Columbia Basin, portions of eastern Oregon as well, through the Puget Sound. Mid-50s up towards Bellingham, but Seattle could get into the mid-60s tomorrow, so it'll feel pretty nice. Get out and enjoy it while you can. These days are pretty rare during a La Nina spring. Now here we're looking at the GFS. This is this last night's run. This goes out pretty far, but you can see this precip tapering off during the day today. The ridge building for tomorrow, the weak system moving through on the day Wednesday. And another ridge kind of builds, or might get a dry day on Thursday, which could be fairly nice too. It might have some clouds around, but it would at least be dry and, relatively warm. And then you can see that weak system kind of slide through here Friday night and through Saturday. And then a pretty strong system moves down through California. They could really use this precipitation here across the Central Valley and the Sierras there all the way down through Southern California. They really need the precip down there. As you see, this trough has kind of opened up over the west coast here. Keeps us pretty dreary through, this is Monday afternoon here, with another strong system out here over the Gulf of Alaska, funneling moisture at us almost like another atmospheric river signature into next week there on the GFS. And we'll take a look at the European here in a moment. The European had a stronger system moving closer to Vancouver Island, but similar that they did have deep lows out here over the Gulf of Alaska. Now here is the precipitable water. You can see the atmospheric river moving through and quickly getting out of here today on into tomorrow, the weak system Wednesday, and then we're free from atmospheric rivers for a while. Very weak one here, approaches the west coast, but it would just be a more typical system. And going on to the future there, looks like another atmospheric river maybe on into next week. The European and the GFS kind of been hinting at that as well. But again, it would be a weak one, but it would bring a pretty rainy day across the region. Now looking at last night's European run, you can see the atmospheric river moving through today, the ridging tomorrow, the weak system Wednesday. Going on into the extended, you can see that system kind of makes its way through the day Saturday. And then Sunday behind that still kind of dreary. So this weekend we might not get a nice day on Saturday or Sunday, it looks like, but still holding out hope. It's far enough in the extended which we can dream. But here you can see the strong low over the Gulf of Alaska. You can kind of see the spin up as it goes up through the Queen Charlottes here. Pretty deep low would bring pretty good gradients across the region here, and pretty powerful front would move through western Washington and Oregon and really get the Cascades pretty good. Bring up some good snowfall to the Cascades, which would be beneficial, and up through British Columbia as well. So you see that cold air behind that really stream in the area. And then a ridge builds a little bit, but not, the systems are never too far off in these La Nina springtime scenarios as we go into the extended. So yeah, it looks pretty active as we go into the future here. This is looking at 18,000 feet, kind of showing you the ridge it's building tomorrow. So enjoy that day tomorrow. You never know when that next nice day is going to show up. Weak system Wednesday, and then you can see how the Gulf of Alaska is going to be spinning these systems in at us as this troughing really opens up on us as we go on through later March. So there's no guarantees coming up here, folks. So enjoy this nice day tomorrow, and then we'll try to pick out the next nice day for you as we go on into the extended. Here is the European surface map here. Just wanted to show you this really quick. You can see the ridge kind of build in there tomorrow, giving us our nice day, but then that system quickly comes through on Wednesday. And then you'll see the troughing open up over the weekend. And then the troughing really gets going over the Gulf of Alaska again on into next week, spinning these systems that really deep low up towards the Queen Charlotte Islands here in a powerful front through the western Washington, western Oregon there. And on into the extended. Maybe we'll get a nice day or two after that, but it's hard to tell. It's too far out in the extended for that. Well, check out the ensembles here, though. You can see that nice day here on Tuesday. This is the European for SeaTac. You see the high and low temperatures here. Then we cool back down Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe a warm day on Friday, it looks like. And then we drop down below normal again as we go on through next week. So that Gulf of Alaska low is churning those systems through the area and keeping the general trough pattern over us. Looking at wind speeds here, you can see the European ensembles kind of picked up on a little bit of an area here. Probably that powerful front moving through next week kind of picked up on it here. You see some of these 40 mile per hour gusts, 50, 40, mid 40s. So maybe this is on to something here. We'll keep watching that as we go up through the week here. Precipitation values, you see the system coming through here today. Then that relative break. We're going to get that break Tuesday, and then that weak system Wednesday, and then maybe another break here Friday. So maybe Friday will be a nice day too before the weekend. Looks like general troughing over the area, and the precipitation you can see is just kind of randomly scattered, kind of picking up on that stronger front there. You can see the control run has it here, and over an inch for a 24-hour period here for SeaTac with that stronger front moving through next week. So we'll keep our eye on that for some wind and some rain potential. and then maybe some thunderstorm potential behind that with some cold air coming into the region. So yeah, this atmospheric river, just a rainy day today, no major flooding or anything like that. And then we're going to get a nice day tomorrow, so enjoy that before the systems start rolling through again and the Gulf of Alaska troughing and get going again. So I'll probably do another one of these briefings tomorrow or the day after that. And until then, keep leaving comments in the messages below. I like to see them. You guys keep me going, and we'll take a look what's coming on the extended for either when I do a video tomorrow or the next day. So hope you guys are having a good day. Enjoy that sunshine tomorrow, and I will talk to you later.